breaking news coming through, man, and change of plans. I'm gonna say those two videos for later. That I was talking about in my last video, but Amir Khan said he's on the verge of facing Terence Crawford next. Says the Amir Khan fight will always be there. I'll link the article into the description so you know that it's real. What's the deal? Goodfellas Sports TV. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button. Hit the bell icon button. We'll miss another video from your boy, your dick. But Amir Khan seemed like he passing up on Kell Brook again. And Kell Brook got a fight, I think, this weekend versus some stripper guy. That was a stripper. So you're getting Khan and Crawford. A fight that people wanted to see. A fight that Amir Khan was offered after he beat somebody in April. I can't remember who he came back again. Was it Philo Greco? He beat in April. Whoever he beat in April. Philo Greco. He was offered a Crawford fight according to Carl Moretti or Todd DeBuff from Top Rank, one of the two. Amir Khan wanted to take another fight. He took a fight with Samuel Vargas. And now apparently Amir Khan getting the opportunity to challenge for a title shot. Now I don't believe Amir Khan is ranked in the WBO, if I'm not mistaken. But hey, it don't matter. They could pay to get him ranked. That's what they do. You know what I'm saying? Right now, the number one guy in the WBO is Ingus, but this is a good fight for Terence Crawford to make a statement on Amir Khan. He needs a guy to make a statement. Obviously, they didn't want to go with the script that we all thought they would go with Ingus, which is smart. And I'm going to tell you why Crawford is not fighting the mean machine Ingus. Ingus has now been elevated to the number one in WBO over Castillo Clayton. All right, so that's what's up. He's elevated over Castillo Clayton. He's number one. So why fight Ingus and they haven't mandated a mandatory for Terence Crawford yet? So Ingus get another fight or two in before he fight Terence Crawford. He get named a mandatory. So Crawford get his mandatory out the way, and ain't got to be a purse bid. Because if he beats Ingus and uses Ingus as a voluntary, then they elevate somebody to a non-top ranked fighter to number one and make him his mandatory. Then top rank might have to go to purse bid, and then they got to go through contracts where they got to get options on people. Because what if, I'm just saying hypothetically, what if Castillo Clayton get number one, he beat Crawford, and he can just walk away with the WBO belt? That ain't what top rank do. You can go look at the Ryota Murata fight with Rob Brandt. You could look at the Isaac Dogbo fight with Jesse McAdone. Isaac Dogbo and Rob Brandt weren't top ranked fighters, but they won. So Top Rank had options on Isaac Dogbo. They had 3-4 fight options, and they finally sold him in to a contract. You know, second fight into his 3 or 4 fight option deal. And same thing with Rob Brandt. He didn't have options, but they bought they basically bought the regular WBA belt from him being Ryota Murata. So they made sure they sold him up. So you're not about to take that belt and go nowhere. You feel what I'm saying? And Bob Arum came out and said that they made an offer to Amir Khan, like I said last year after he won in April, because he fought on ESPN Plus app in the United States. They said he made an offer to him, and he said he was a promotional free agent in the U.S. That's what Bob Arum said. He said in the UK, Eddie Hearn is his domestic promoter, but in the U.S., he fair game. So the offer has been on the table. They've been chopping it up with Khan for a minute, almost going on a year. We should get to April, so I'm not sure if the date is going to stay the same. I believe it will. Madison Square Garden, April 23rd. And in my opinion, man, he's still not gonna get credit for this fight, Terence Crawford. Okay, people still gonna tear him down for this fight because they're gonna say, look at Amir Khan, he got dropped by Samuel Vargas twice. He not that good. Okay, he wasn't a top. Nobody considers him a top 10 welterweight still because he took 2 years off and he ain't fought nobody since he came back. So, but I condemn him. Him and Tyson Fury show a lot of heart and not going with the UK script where they scared to come over here and everybody got to come over there and the Americans got to come over there and whoop their ass and bring the belt back. They came over here, studded up, and I salute Amir Khan. He came over here and got some wins and took some losses. As far as him, he should be in a groove of things. He fought twice last year. He fought in April. He fought in September. Then he gonna mess around and fight in March. So he should be, he probably feel confident about being Terence Crawford. And some people think, Crawford's gonna get outboxed by Amir Khan. I think, people look at the Gamboa fight. That was his first big fight at home. It's difficult to fight at home and deal with the distractions. He's still living in Omaha. I don't think that's gonna be the case no more. He's not gonna get, shell shock or starstruck or by the bright lights and by the big stage to fight on HBO. He's a seasoned vet. You know what I'm saying? He's a real seasoned vet. And I think he's going to pick Amir Khan apart. You know what I'm saying? I think he going to stop Khan. You know, people going to talk about his power and all this. Now, if he don't drop Khan or knock out Khan, I'm telling you, people going to nitpick Terence Crawford, okay? Oh, if that was Errol Spence, Errol Spence would have did whoop, 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 whoop. Hey, you could have said that about Floyd Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? You could say that about Floyd Mayweather when he wasn't knocking out De La Hoya. He wasn't knocking out, McGill Cotto. He didn't knock out Madonna. He didn't knock out a lot of guys early in his career. Or, when he was into 47 and 54. He went to decision with Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Some fighters ain't knockout fighters. Some fighters are just, masterpiece boxers that take your soul. I done seen people get knocked out and come back and bounce back and do well. I done seen Floyd Mayweather outbox people and take their soul. I done seen Floyd Mayweather take people's soul. They just take 2 years off. Or I done seen Madonna retire off of Mayweather. I done seen Robert Guerrero retire off Mayweather. I done seen a lot of guys he done fought and just took their soul. They wasn't the same fighter after he got done with him. He wrecks them in a whole different way. And I think Crawford is the same. It can be the same way. And everybody talk about the knockout. Hey, if I can outbox you, I'm gonna outbox you. I think it's more disrespectful for you to get outboxed for 12 rounds than to get knocked out, depending on the circumstances. But as far as the fight, I think it's a solid fight. I think it's better than Luis Collazo. I don't think it brings as much juice as Danny Garcia. Just because Danny Garcia and Crawford had a background, and Danny Garcia been, in the limelight. Some people still think he beat Porter. And he from the States, and he from Philly. They could have did in New York. But Amir Khan, he'll come to fight. But from his last fight, Amir Khan just don't have no legs no more, man. I think this would be it for Amir Khan. He said a Kell Brook fight will always be there, man. I just think he just continued to play with Kell Brook. He continued to look for other options. He just don't want to fight the guy. And I think Bud Crawford, just our first thought, I think Bud Crawford's going to knock him out. And I just think he won't be the same fighter. Him and Kell Brook going to fight again. But I don't think that fight is going to be as hot as it is even right now. Even after both of them got knocked out and trying to make the comeback trail, they really messed this money up. Amir Khan really messed the money up. But obviously, it's always upside to taking a risk. And if he can beat Terence Crawford and get the WBO belt, then Kell Brook and Amir Khan just, gets that much bigger. So it's upside, but it's a lot of downside. But if Amir Khan can go over there and outbox Terence Crawford, kudos to him. You know what I'm saying? I don't see him outboxing Terence Crawford, man. I see Crawford, switching up, orthodox southpaw, playing with Amir Khan. Amir Khan, like I said, man, he's still throwing punches like a machine gun. He not slick. Bud is going to eventually punch with him and stop him. And people going to talk about Bud punching power. I think he still stop him. You don't got to be the biggest puncher to stop Amir Khan. You just gotta counter him. Punch with his combinations, and Bud Crawford to do that. But it'll be a good fight. It's a fight that I would consider going to, possibly. The pathetic thing about the month of March is you got Sean Porter, Errol Spence, and Crawford fighting in consecutive weeks, back to back. You got Sean Porter fighting Hughes. You got Errol Spence fighting Mikey. You got Crawford possibly fighting Amir Khan to keep that March 23rd date, all back to back. But we can't get none of them dudes in the ring together. Pathetic, right? I know. So they all second-rate and third-rate fights to me. Hughes, I don't see him being a threat to Sean Porter. Okay, people try to make him seem like a threat. Hughes don't throw enough punches to be competitive. To really be competitive to beat Sean Porter. I think Mikey Garcia is small. I might go to that fight. And I might just turn around and go to another fight the next week and check out Terence Crawford and Amir Khan. So that might be the plan. Never know. But Amir Khan, Terence Crawford, close to being a close deal, man. Like I said, I always link the article in the description so that you know that it's real. So you know there ain't no jokes. I'm going to link it to the description so people won't be screaming fake news. I definitely appreciate everybody for checking in to the channel. A lot of boxing, a lot of basketball, a lot of sports, a lot of music, entertainment. We cover the whole board. You can check out our playlist, NBA, NFL, boxing, MMA, golf, women's boxing, middleweight, heavyweight, college sports, whatever you want, pretty much I talk about it. Just check out our playlist. Also check us out on Facebook or Twitter. You can DM me on Facebook or Twitter, or at me on Twitter if you got a question, video request, or a business inquiry or sponsorship. You also can hit me up. And my email, that is in the description as well. Also, the instrumental link is in the description. If you want to make a donation to the channel, that link's in the description as well. Also, we got a Facebook group. That link's in the description as well. So check us out on all platforms. I definitely appreciate it. Everybody checking in the channel. Make sure you share the video. Share them on social media. Share them with a friend. Subscribe. Hit the bell icon button when we miss another video. One time for the one time. Goodfellas Sports TV. We gone.